Hello, all. Very good morning. This is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. So, hope you have joined our previous classes as well. So, this is our third session on SAP S4 HANA and FICO training. Today is our third session. So, if you haven't seen the first two classes, if you are attending today is the first session, so please visit our YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel, Raj Informatica Real Time Hands On Job Based Training. I am sharing the channel link with you. I am sharing the channel link with you. So in this channel, we have already uploaded the session 1 and session 2 as well. So this is the session 1. I'll be sharing the link also. You can use these links and you can complete it. Session 1, introduction session, and one technical session was happened already. Okay. So today is the session number 3. So I have just like shared the previous classes links as well with you. Okay. So using these links, you can complete it. And this is our website. This is our website, Raj Informatica. So in our website, like you can check out the SAP training complete information as well. So this is our homepage in the rajinformatica.com. So you can go to the courses, go to SAP training. So in this training page, you are going to get the complete information. The complete information you are going to get it here. Okay. Yes. In this page, like you're going to see like what is the technologies thought, what is the course unique features, what is the course content, what is the course content, everything you can see here. At the end of the page, you can see upon completion of this training like what you will be getting here, and the trainer's profile, everything is given very clearly in this page. I'm sharing this page link as well with you. I'm sharing this page link as well with you. Okay. Yes. So if you have any questions, if you want any information, if you want to register, or like if you haven't registered yet, if you want to go registration, you can contact us on this number, 810-529-6858. Got it? Yes. So the complete course information will be available in this page. I have shared the page link as well. Okay. So using this mobile number, you can call or WhatsApp us here. Okay. And the mobile number is 810-529-6858. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for being with me. I'll hand over the session to the Deepti Garu. Deepti Garu, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Karthik. Good morning, all. Am I audible?
Yes.
You're audible now.
Okay, thank you for confirmation. Okay, as you're new, as might be someone, if this is your first session, let me take you through what we have already covered. So it will give you a little bit basic idea. Still, you can go through the detailed session, and if you have any query, you can let me know. Okay? So what is SAP? We have basically covered basic introduction about SAP, where what exactly SAP means, what is HANA, and what are different parameters of SAP that we have covered. So we will just go through it as a quick revision. So SAP stands for System, Application and Product in Data Processing. It's an ERP system. So ERP basically allows us to use the same software in all the departments of a company. So it is integrated software which integrate various functions of an organization. And in this function, we have different these functions where we can use SAPs in procurement, sales and marketing, accounting, that is account, HR, finance, production, warehouse, supply chain. These are the functions wherein we can use the SAP as a software. We have different ERP markets which are available in so particular software product. These are the products which are available in market. So SAP is considered as one of the major giant product which is covering 65% of the industries in this particular section. So in SAP, we have SAP S4 ECC, which usually are getting used by big scale company, and small or mid-sized industries are using B1. Then Microsoft Dynamics, Navision, Oracle, Barn, JD Edward, PeopleSoft, Tally. These are different ERP products. So these are the particular products which can be used by all the departments of a company depending upon their requirement. So these help us to cover same software in all departments of the company. So you can cover end-to-end transaction or flow of the process. Now, what is the history of SAP? SAP is basically a German company. This company is located in Waldorf city of Germany. We were having 5 German engineers who were first working with IBM. So IBM was, it was around 1970s period, we can imagine, wherein computer and software, everything was very new as a terminology. So at that time, SAP came up with, actually this IBM was working for one product, one company who were having requirement to use the same software in all the departments of a company. So they were developing the product. It was not at all proven. So what happened? Later on, client rejected this project, but still these 5 employees or engineers, they were still requesting IBM that let us continue because this is going to be having a great future going ahead. So let's develop this particular software. But IBM rejected. So what happened? They resigned from this company, and then they have started their own company with the name IBM. So these are the number years in which different SAP versions came into picture, like 1972 R1, 80 R2, 1990 R3, 2005 ECC, and 2015 it came up with SAP S4 HANA. We have another sheet wherein I have mentioned different versions of SAP, how they came into picture. So you can go through it later on. Now, what is R3, ECC, and S4? R3 is what we have seen, 3-tier architecture wherein we have presentation, application, and database layer. ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. So it is like new module, some simplification forms of accounting point of view. They have introduced one topic called as new GL in ACC. And later on, they have introduced SAP S4 HANA, wherein HANA is the new database, which is performing very fast. So it is faster for execution, new and improved functionalities, and new user interface, which is called as Fiori. It got introduced in this particular HANA technology. Then we have, yeah. Then what are different roles that are available in SAP are like you can work as SAP consultant in implementation and support project, or if you are working in a company as a particular department like accountant, purchaser, salesperson, or production engineer for production department, then you can post your daily activity or transaction in SAP. So they are called as end users. So we are going to cover the training, which will be covering both things, like how we are going to do the implementation, like exactly what processes as a new requirement we are going to follow. That is what we call SAP consultant's role, as well as whatever we have done or configured or created, is it working fine or not? That is, we need to check. So that particular checking you can do with the end user transactions. So we are going to cover both, but these are the roles which are usually available in a job. And then what is the difference between HANA, S4 HANA, and Fiori? HANA is the new database form of SAP. Then SAP S4 HANA is an application which runs on database called as HANA. And Fiori is the presentation layer, wherein it's a new user interface for SAP. Who purchase SAP, they get Fiori as an application which we are using nowadays. After this, we have covered SAP R3 architecture, which is covering the, 1 minute, let me share the file. So these are SAP releases, as I have mentioned. So this, if you go through this release my Excel file is visible, everyone? Can you confirm?
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay,
is
thank you.
visible.
So this is the sheet which mentions different releases of SAP. Okay, so these releases you will come to know when exactly which release was, which release came into picture for SAP. Then we have seen SAP architecture, wherein we have R1 and R2, R3. R stands for real-time process. So we are using SAP R3 hardware architecture, wherein we have presentation layer, which is my screen or laptop or computer screen. Then we have database where our data is getting stored, and we have application layer in between, which allows you to exchange the data, like between presentation layer and database layer. So application layer help us to perform the result faster and get the data faster out of database and present it on your screen, or whatever commands you are giving from your presentation layer or laptop screen or desktop screen. It help to pass those commands to database. That is what application layer is usually doing. So one tier is the starting of the R1 architecture. R2 is like we have presentation and database, different layers, and R3 consists of presentation, application, and database layers. So these are the details which we have gone through last time already. So this is what we have covered till now. So if anyone is having any particular query till this, please let me know. Is there any question till what now we have covered?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for confirmation. So let's go ahead. Now we will see what is SAP S4 HANA deployment option. Now when we talk about a deployment, it's like how you can use SAP as a user. When we are using SAP, how we can use it. So we have options. Like we have two options in S4 HANA. Now HANA is a database which was introduced by SAP. So earlier we used to have Oracle as our database or DB, and the front end was SAP till ECC. But now when HANA got introduced, now our database is also SAP and front end is also SAP. So this SAP, you can use SAP S4 HANA on premise. On premise, it means that we have a specific server that you can access through your laptops, and you would be able to buy that software license from SAP and implement that particular SAP setup on your own desktop or as a remote connection. But through that, you have to log in onto SAP server. Okay. Now, when we are talking about the server is nothing but the database. So, see, this is database. So this is what physical server you are actually getting from SAP. And by using this server, if you are trying to log in into SAP, it is called as SAP S4 HANA on-premise. On-premise is your server, physical server that you are going to use. Another way you can log in into SAP nowadays is called as SAP S4 HANA Cloud. Now, you know, all of you must be knowing, now we are using cloud technology everywhere, right? So cloud technology means what? Is it changing everything that we are learning? No. The concept will same, but when you try to log in into SAP, it will allow you to log in as a web page or URL. Like you open any particular page for your checking of Gmail or any kind of search that you do, we usually try to do that through URL, right? So your SAP will also get opened as a URL page. Now, when we talk about SAP S4 HANA on-premise, in this on-premise, SAP has given us one technology or which is called as Fiori apps. So Fiori also gets opened in URL, but and it follows the same server that we are following for our data. So you can enter data through particular server, as well as you can check the report or any kind of presentation way you want to look at it. You can check it with Fiori apps. So Fiori apps only open as a URL link, but every parameter that you are doing will be getting stored and accessed as a server. But when we talk about particularly a cloud, then your configuration as well as your transactions, as well as your report, everything will be opened in a cloud as a web link. So these are the two ways of deployment which are available for you with S4 HANA. So SAP gives you choice. SAP gives you, whenever we are trying to purchase the SAP server, we don't have idea about it, right? Exactly whether S4 HANA will be suitable to me as a on-premise or as a on cloud. So what SAP does, it allows you to use both of the versions for few days of free trial. And then you can use you can utilize those free trial days, and then you can actually try to log into system. You can post the dummy data on the current setup of a company, and then you can decide whether you wish to go for on premise or on cloud. Okay, or some way they are using like combination of on premise and on cloud with the integration of different higher level module of SAP like Hybris, SuccessFactor, or Ariba. So these are only available on cloud. They are not available on server. So if you have a requirement specific about these particular new modules which are there in SAP, then we have to go with SAP S4 HANA Cloud. Okay. So these are the deployment options that are available in SAP S4 HANA. Then let's see what are different types of project that we are getting in SAP. So SAP come up with different type of project. Now, when we talk about a project, what exactly project means? Project is a term which allows you to understand that what kind of work you are going to do in SAP. What will be your role you are performing, exactly what you are doing in a project that is going to come up. That is what different type of project in SAP means. First type of project is called as implementation project. So when we talk about an implementation project, in this customer is implementing SAP as a system totally as a new system for the first time. So if we take an example, I think we have already taken example with Tata Motors in last sessions. So let us continue with that example. That let us assume that we have Tata Motors as a client, and Tata Motors was using earlier different softwares in their company or department. So accounts department was using Tally, some purchase department and sales department, they were using some different software. Purchase and HR were using different software. So what used to happen earlier, they don't have ERP allows you to use the same software in all the departments of a company. But let's say if you're using non-ERP system, it means you were using different software in different company, and now you feel Tata Motor feel like that no, now let us switch to some such type of software which will give us same wherein you can able to follow the same flow in a system or same software. So sales, purchase, finance, production, each and every department is using same software, so you can backtrack the reports or backtrack the transaction through system itself. So such type of project wherein client earlier was using different software and now they wish to switch to SAP as a new system, then we can call that project as an implementation project, which means we can do that particular implementation with the help of setup which we have just understood, like whether you wish to go with SAP S4 HANA server that is on premise or cloud. So that you have to understand the basic requirement from those users, exactly what they need in SAP, and you have to build each and everything in SAP by each and every department as per the requirement. So we will do that particular project as an implementation project from scratch. as a new system. So such type of project in SAP is called as implementation project. Then the second type of project comes up with is called as support project. Support project means we have a customer who have already implemented SAP as a system, and now they want now they want support on the day-to-day basis, which means they have already covered the earlier stage. Implementation has already been done. So if we continue with the same example of Tata Motors here in second type of project, so now we can say that they have already been using SAP as their software. So now their user know how to use SAP because we have already done implementation, and now they are using their daily SAP as a system to post their daily transactions or to check whatever reports are available for their daily requirements. Now, when they are you doing that particular daily transactions or daily activities, they find some of the other day they are facing some issues or errors. Okay, so such type of error they will try to solve on their own for the first time. But still, if they are like they have tried 2-3 times, but they are getting some technical error when they are posting their transactions or something, then they will need to approach someone to get those particular errors resolved. So we have a particular team which is there working in a support. So we will be working as a SAP consultants for that particular support project. And whenever client will approach us, that is Tata Motors team, for example, will approach us with a particular issue, we will address that issue. So we will come to know whether it need any kind of configuration or changes to be done in SAP's current setup, or is there anything that they have maintained their master data in an incorrect way. They have not maintained a particular data in master data, their customer masters or GL masters. So system is unable to pick up. So we have to find that particular solution for the error, and then we have to reply them with that solution. It may be related to master data or it may be related to configuration. So we have to act accordingly. We have to check it. We have to do the corrections if needed, or we have to tell them to enter the correct data, and then their issue will get resolved. So this is kind of ticket solving, we can say, in support. Or they might have some requirement in report that is new requirement, and they are already using SAP, but they need some kind of analytical report or something, and we need to develop that. So such type of requirements, which is already, I mean, SAP as a system client is already using, but whatever support they need, they will approach us for their requirements. So such type of project is called as support project. Okay, so is there any doubt regarding implementation or support? Okay, let's go ahead. Now, third type of project that we are approaching is rollout project. Here, customer already implemented SAP system. Implemented means what? Now you know the term implementation. Implementation is client has done the project newly. SAP is totally new to a company. So your client, they have already purchased SAP server when they were doing the implementation project. So customer already implemented SAP system, and now they want to add new plant or company in the existing system. For example, if we say plant, let's say that your customer is already having their plant in Bangalore and Hyderabad. So they have already been using Bangalore and Hyderabad team. They were already using SAP as a system. Okay, and now you have another plant in Pune. So you wish to extend that particular plant now, when or any company that you already been having and working with, and you already have that setup, but you wish to add a new company of yours wherein there is nothing like from scratch. You have to now purchase the server, or you have to do the setup in such a way that everything need to be what we can say, everything we need to be configured from scratch. It is not such type of a situation. in this situation, you already have some setup which is done on the server for some other earlier places wherein you're already using SAP, and now you wish to add the new location as a plant or as a company in the current setup of a system. So such type of projects, they are called as mini implementation. Now, when we say implementation, everything from scratch we have to do. But when we say rollout, it is not that we have to do everything from scratch. Few things are already available that in such a way that you already have a few plants or company setup done in Bangalore or Hyderabad. So we can copy some data from the current setup that we have done in Bangalore and Hyderabad, and for some setup that you need to create it as a new part of implementation. So this is such type of combination which you can use current setup as a copy, as well as you can add the current setup's new requirements in a new implementation way. So such type of combination is called as rollout project. Okay, so it is mini implementation, we can say. Then the next type of project is customer development project. So customer has already implemented SAP and now they want to change some standard functionalities or develop their own new functionality. So it usually comes up with some kind of requirement which need technical changes. So we need to take usually the help from ABAP module, which is technical module in SAP, and we need to do some changes in the functionality through programming. So that programming will change and then it will help you to use that particular new setup of a transaction. So such type of small requirements usually get covered in development project. Then upgrade project. Now when we say upgrade, it is called as customer already using SAP since let's say 2017, and now currently we are in 2023. So let's say the latest version of SAP is 2021 or 2022 of S4 HANA. So that doesn't mean that everything is new. We have already been using SAP as a system for last few years. Your client is already been settled in SAP. So it's not that they are going to see the new screen and everything new. No. But SAP is any software. I mean, nowadays, if you see every software, whatever they are using, it comes up with some or the other new parameters. So if they are already been using SAP since long time and they wish to use or adopt the latest changes, so they will try to upgrade from old version to the new version of a system. So this is the old which we were using and the new that we wish to use. So this change from old to new latest version of SAP is called as upgrade project. So what will happen here? The basis team, we have another technical team which is called as basis, so usually deals with the server related activity. They will be working with us for this particular part, and majorly the screens will be changing or some additional options will be getting added to your screen. Some functionality, some reports will be readily available. This is how SAP does few changes. It's not that you have to apply or change everything from scratch. So such type of project in which upgrade is working, usually you will find that few latest options are added to the current technology that they are already been using. So such type of project is called as upgrade project. And the last type of project is conversion, wherein customer wish to switch from SAP R3 or ECC to SAP S4 HANA. So as I mentioned earlier that what is ECC? ECC allows you to use the older version of SAP in which we have different database, either Oracle, and front end was SAP. And let's say client was using SAP since long time. I mean, since 99, 2000 client was using SAP. So at that time, your ECC or the database that they were using was Oracle. So it continues till now. And now they wish to switch to SAP S4 HANA. So such type of conversion from older part, that is ECC, to the newer part, that is HANA database, is a major change. So such type of projects wherein SAP is same. I mean, your company is using SAP only as a software. It's not that they are doing new part of software. I mean, earlier they were using some old software and now they wish to switch to SAP. Such type of project we will call it as implementation. But client is using SAP only as a system since 25 years. Okay, since 2000, and now they wish to switch it to the latest version of SAP, which is HANA. So such type of project is called as conversion project for SAP itself. They are converting from ECC as a older version to HANA as a new version or new latest technology that SAP is using. So this type of project is called as conversion project. So these are different types of project which are available in SAP. So if anyone has any query, please let me know regarding this different type of project in SAP.
Ma'am, I have one query, just regarding the implementation.
Okay.
So implementation require, there are so many, like we can say the services, like we have purchase, sales, and like finance. So
Yes.
implementation includes everything, or it just what we are doing, like what we are training, we are getting the training for FICO. So it involves everything, or it involves only for the
No.
FICO?
It involves everything. You will be part of finance. See, when company decides to change the software, so let's say same example, Tata Motors. So if they are using SAP as a new software, they are going to use in every department of a company. Then obviously every department, like at least basic purchase, sales, finance, if we are talking about, all of them need to be on a new system, right? That is why they are going to take SAP as a system. Na? Otherwise, earlier they already have been using another software, right? And they were getting reported. It's not that as they were not using SAP, so their business has been stopped and everything, nothing was working. It was not at all the situation, right? They were using earlier some or the other software, but now they wish to switch to SAP means every department, purchase, sales, finance, everyone will be
Contribute.
changing
Yeah.
their software. So here you will be, whenever you work in SAP as a project, you will be working in a team or group. So we have SAP consultant, which is working for purchase, SAP sales consultant SD, which is working for sales department, and you will be working for finance department. And then finally, we will be integrating with each other. First, we will try to understand the basic requirement from client for our own module, that is accounts department. You will be coordinating with accounts department to understand the accounting requirement. Sales and purchase will be trying to coordinate with their respective department to understand their current setups. And then finally, we will be handing over system to client. We will be integrating, we will be getting connected internally with each other. And then as a whole system, we will be handing over this particular system to client. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Clear?
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Any other query? Okay. So let's move on to next slide. So just now, as we were discussing, these are different SAP modules which are available in S4 HANA. So SAP S4 HANA is made up of number of different modules. Each of this covers specific area of your business operation. So these are the popular ones. These are not that these are all modules, but this one will cover majority of your company's departments. And in addition to this, we have a specific particular departments or particular requirement. Then we have additional advanced modules also which are available. So SAP FI is a financial module. Financial module usually will be getting used in accounts department of a company. Then CO stands for controlling. Controlling is getting used in costing department. Sales and distribution SD, it is getting used in sales department of your company. Materials management it is usually dealing with the procurement or purchase department. Then we have PP, production planning, which is covering actual shop floor activities. So whatever activities you are doing actually on your shop floor, that is the production of your whatever product you have, whatever production you are doing, that get handled with this PP module. Plant maintenance activity are getting covered with PM module. Quality management, wherein you can, if you have purchased something as a raw material, okay, and you wish to use that raw material. So whatever product you have purchased, you wish to check whether the quality of that product is good or not. If it is not good, then you can reject that material. So such type of quality check can be handled with QM, Quality Management module in SAP. Project system allows us to bring together all the modules to connect with each other and to monitor them. And HR, Human Resource, this allows us to use the SAP module in Human Resource, that is HR. So we have HR department in our company. Same way, SAP also allow you to use this in HR module. So these are the module, and now you will come to know that it is not that you are going to learn each and every module. We can can single person work in all the departments of a company? No, it is not possible for any single person to work each and everything, right? Because it's a big company. It's not that you have a small business, you're the only one who is manufacturing some few things. You're the only one who is purchasing raw material. You're the only one who's going at door to door and going to sell it. So it is not that it is one person who is going to handle everything. So we have a team which will be working with these particular modules of SAP and respective departments, as I mentioned. And then these departments together will be called as all SAP modules we are going to handle as per the requirement of a client, and you are going to hand over it as a project. When you will be doing implementation project, you will be working. Now it depends, not necessary that SAP, whenever client is going live or going to use SAP as a new system in implementation project, then is it compulsory for a client to, purchase each and every module of a SAP software? No, it is not compulsory. But at least they have to go with FICO, sales and purchase and production. So these are called as base modules. See, even if you are working with quality, without quality, or without plant maintenance or PS, that is fine. Let's say you are not wishing to do HR right now. Currently, whatever software you are using HR in your HR department, so same you will be continuing. You are not using currently HR as a SAP module. That is fine. You will be able to continue with the current setup. Might be whatever accounting you wish to use to show the salaries of employees, or any advance you have given, or any cuttings, any other thing. Might be you can manage it to post, take the data from HR module, and then you will be posting that as a financial journal entry. Okay, but at least FICO, SD, MM and PP, these are base modules which need compulsorily to be taken for doing any kind of a project. And then this team together will be working, even though it is implementation, support or any project. As a team, you will need to work together, and then you need to understand the requirement of a client, and then you need to hand it over to the client. Okay, so these are called as SAP modules, which deals with the departments of your company as per your requirement. So please let me know if you have any query in SAP modules.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us try to understand another architecture of SAP. In the last week, we have covered R1, R2 and R3 hardware architecture. Please let me know if anyone have not understood this SAP R1, R2 and R3 hardware architecture. Have you understood everyone properly? Okay. So now let us switch to SAP landscape architecture. See, this was SAP hardware architecture. Okay, so this covers R1, R2, R3, wherein we have presentation layer, database layer, application layer. This is also R3 architecture, and SAP landscape is also R3 architecture. The difference is this handles R1, R2, R3 architecture. This handles the database. I mean, this tells you how SAP, whenever you are trying to enter into SAP as a server, and then how SAP try to handle this particular data as a server, part of a server, and then when you process any command, then how it get passed to SAP database, and when it collects some information from database to show it on your presentation there, then how it works. This is what we cover in R1, R2, and R3 architecture. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now we will be switching to SAP landscape architecture. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So now let us switch to SAP landscape architecture. Okay. So now we will see what exactly is SAP landscape architecture. Now, when we talk about SAP, SAP is an enterprise resource planning ERP system with a software that provide multiple business functions with a single view of the truth. The system has centralized server management, which is called as SAP system landscape. It is a collection of different servers. We are going to learn them in detail, which are connected to various transport route to the central system. And this landscape varies from enterprise to enterprise. So each and every company may have different system landscape that they are using. So what is SAP system landscape? The SAP landscape is a logical group of server or layout that arranges different servers like development, quality, and production. So this landscape differs from the SAP architecture that the organization can modify or update SAP architecture based on their requirement, but they cannot change the landscape. So SAP system landscape is an outcome of various levels of implementations. So this is how SAP landscape look like. Now what is this? Can anyone tell me what is this? The diagram that I am trying to show you. In this diagram, what is exactly this part?
Is it a
What
server?
it is called as? Sorry?
Is it a server?
Yes, it's a server. Server is what? If we consider the SAP hardware architecture, we were discussing about the database. So whatever you are trying to create or save in SAP, it is getting stored in database. That database we are talking about, it's called as server. So this landscape is this we are trying to discuss about these SAP servers. Okay. So when we talk about the landscape, we have three tier landscape. That's why it is called as R3 server architecture. So these are development, QSC, that is quality and production server. Okay. So you can now see these are the servers. What is server actually? Server is nothing like but a CPU like structure. You all might have been knowing desktop, right? In desktop, whenever you were using in earlier days, we have separate machine called as CPU, correct? In CPU, we used to fit the hardware, which is, basically to store the data, we used to fit the hard disk in CPU. And that hard disk is a part wherein each and every work that you are doing on your computers, the data will be getting stored, correct? Same way, when we talk about the server, this is nothing but the particular data or the hardware which is trying to save the data or entry or posting, whatever you're doing, the data is getting stored in this development or quality or production server. So you can see it looks like, even it look like CPU. Correct. So same, if we continue with the same approach, I have shown it same in here to, explain. See, so these are nothing but same. 3 servers that are available with us in SAP. Development, quality, and production. Okay. Yeah. So, just 1 minute. Yeah. So it will clearly show the picture. So now imagine these are your systems or servers. Okay. So when we talk about a server, SAP usually, we work with 3 servers. That is called as R3, 3 landscape architecture or R3 server architecture. Earlier one was R3 hardware architecture. This is SAP landscape or R3 server architecture. We have 3 servers in SAP, which are called as development, quality, and production. So whenever any client who wish to use SAP as their particular setup of a new system, whenever you are doing implementation project, then of course we have to approach to SAP as a company, correct? Okay, let me first tell you. Okay, let us take one example first to understand what exactly server, or whatever we are discussing, what exactly it is. Okay, so let us say I have one company which is called as Tata Motors. Okay, this Tata Motors company, they were using earlier different softwares in their company's departments. So they were using some non-ERP systems, we can say. So each and every department was working with different softwares. Now they wish to switch to some such type of software that they are going to use in their company, but they are not sure which software to be used. So what Tata Motors will do? Tata Motor will approach to different software companies, right? Before going for SAP landscape architecture, first today try to understand what exactly SAP project means. So you will come to know more about detail that I'm going to use the terminology. So which are the software companies which that are available in market? Can someone try to tell me examples of software company or names of software company?
So we have Oracle
Okay.
and SAP itself,
Okay.
QuickBook is also a company name.
Which one?
QuickBook.
QuickBook.
Yeah.
Okay. Software companies, IT companies that we are working in. What are other names?
TCS we have.
Correct.
Infosys.
TCS. Sorry.
Infosys.
Infosys. Correct. Okay.
IBM. Yeah.
So out of these, if you check, these three are called as product companies. Correct. So Oracle is like Oracle will be able to work only for Oracle, right? SAP will be able to work only for SAP as a software, or QuickBook will only be able to work as a QuickBook. If you talk about any antivirus like say Quick Hill or Norton might be you are aware of, these are called as product companies. Right? And these, let's say, are the examples of software companies. Okay. Now, when we talk about particular product company, Oracle, SAP, QuickBook, QuickHill, Norton, they usually focus, their role is always like to develop their current, whatever software they are trying to develop or product that they are going to develop, they always try to focus to have the latest version or, latest modifications that are required in market. They try to include that one. Now, when we talk about TCS or IBM or Infosys, these are examples of product companies. And these are examples of IT companies or software companies. Okay, you now got the difference between software and product company. Product company is the usually one which develops their own product. Those are called as product companies. And software companies like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant, let's say for that. Cognizant. So these are the companies. Are they using any only particular one software? Can anyone tell me? Okay, tell me which are the particular, these are the companies. So what are they working on? Which projects TCS have? We are talking about the technologies, not about SAP. TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant. On which different technologies these company work? Can you try to tell me?
ERP,
Sorry?
ERP,
ERP is a product actually. ERP is not directly a software. ERP is like we have different ERPs which are we will be using Oracle, PeopleSoft. So these are the softwares which have same software that can be used in by all departments of a company. So ERP is not the name of software. Okay. Another one, any other example if anyone can tell? You can try to tell, even if it is wrong, no problem. We are discussing it. So more the way you try to discuss or, you may try to open up and tell, it will be kind of a, we can say, interactive session.
Pinnacle,
Sorry?
Pinnacle,
Finacle. Okay. Yes, correct. Then,
Zoho,
sorry?
Joho,
Your voice is not clear. Global, you are saying?
Joho.
Is it possible to share it in chat? So I can able to see.
I guess he meant Zoho ERP in accounting software. ZOH.
Is it global? Like I have spelled in chat? GLOBL?
Zoho, ZOHO.
Zoho, you are saying. Oh, sorry. Got it. Okay. Then others? Okay. Let me take you through. We have C, C++, Java, VB, SAP. As a software, I'm talking about as a company. PeopleSoft. See, can I say that? Is there any other software? Oh, sorry. Okay. Can we say that when we talk about TCS as a company, will TCS only be working for SAP as a company's software? Do they don't have any other project? What do you think? Is TCS going to work only for a particular SAP as a company?
No.
JD Edward Python, correct. They will also have other project now, correct. So, 1 minute. It is not getting sure. 1 minute. Okay. So these are different departments of a company, right? So when we talk about a software company like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant, these are different departments of any IT company. So let's say TCS, then TCS will be working for these different softwares, C, C++, Java, VB, SAP, Oracle, as a software. So when we talk about a software, these companies can work, they have different departments in their company or different teams in their company who will be working for C, Java, VB, SAP as a different project. So whenever you will be working as SAP consultant in IT company, then you will be working with TCS SAP department. If you are working for, let's say, Java, then you will be working with TCS, but you will be working in Java department, right? The person who is working with Java will never be a part of SAP as a, department or to handle the project. Or the person who is handling SAP will never be a part of Java team, right? So these are the departments or different softwares that these companies are handling. So these, if you imagine, can you tell me that is there any of these software, are they particularly actually belonging to TCS or Infosys or IBM? Are these softwares particularly the belonging only to these companies? I mean, is TCS will be, C++ is a product of TCS company?
No.
No. Yes, other companies can also use it. Very, very nicely said. Correct. So then when we talk about these software companies, these are called as service providing companies. So these software company do usually what they do, service providing companies. Correct. So these companies provide services related to these softwares. Correct. So they can be working for any of these companies, any of these projects. Whatever project they are getting in a market, these companies will be focusing to work in all the departments, right? So they provide actually the services which are related to these companies or these products. So when we say services, it means what? They will be helping you to implement SAP. They will be providing support for your SAP. They will be helping you to upgrade SAP. I mean, why I'm giving example of SAP is right now, we are discussing about SAP as a software. Same way it is applicable for all other departments. So these are not the products that are belonging to these companies. So what do they do? TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant, they will be working for all these departments as a project. Whatever requirement they have, you can approach them and you will get whatever suitable software is there for your company. You can approach or apply that particular project. You will be working with different companies of these department as per the requirement. So now when we talk about the Tata Motors as a company, Tata Motors, let's say earlier was using Tally or any other software in other different departments of a company. Okay. So now Tata Motors is deciding to switch their current software and they are wishing to switch to new software. So Tata Motors will approach to these software companies like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant that please let us know which software will be suitable for us. Now, when we talk about these software companies, they also have the marketing team, right? Sales team, who will be presenting the presentations related to all the departments of your company. Okay. Fine. So these departments, when we are talking about all these departments, what they will do, they will be approaching to your companies with the name, with the particular software. And then these departments, whatever information they have, it will be presented by the TCS or Infosys or IBM or Cognizant's marketing person. They will come, they will present the presentation about all these softwares to Tata Motors. Right? Whichever is applicable, might be Tata Motors. For Tata Motors, C++ is not the suitable option, then they will not show. But VB, SAP, PeopleSoft, Oracle, might be these are available. I'm just telling it an example. Don't go with any kind of a name of a software. We are not here to comment on any software like this one is good or suitable or not like that. Just take it as an example that let's say these four are the softwares which are applicable for Tata Motors. So Tata Motors can go ahead and take these softwares. So then marketing person will tell about all these softwares. They will give presentations to Tata Motors. Then again, Tata Motors will have their internal team meeting, which will help, to understand that, okay, these are the softwares which are available in market. These are the prices that are getting the in general rough idea about the price that have been given, and then which one is more suitable to us. Then Tata Motors team will internally be going to decide that which software they wish to opt or go ahead for. Then Tata Motor will again approach these companies, and then let's say Tata Motors have been deciding that, okay, let us go for SAP as a software. So now all other softwares will be removed from the picture. For Tata Motors, we are not saying that TCS will stop working for other projects. TCS or Infosys, whoever you are approaching, they are going to continue with all the softwares. But Tata Motors, they have chosen SAP as a software. So now they will be doing the bidding for the SAP project. So what will happen now? Tata Motor will tell in a market that, okay, we have a requirement for implementing SAP in our company. So now Tata Motors will ask all the IT companies like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant to send their quotations for SAP project. So these companies, you might have heard the word bidding. Anyone know bidding? What exactly quotation or bidding term means? Can anyone try to tell?
Is it related with contract agreements or working on new contracts for software or like working on SLAs?
Correct. So these are the terms, like we decide the terms or we decide what will be the pricing, what are the facilities we can give. So what are services that we are going to provide. This is what we usually calculate, and then based on this, we actually be doing the understanding to set up the requirement of Tata Motors based on these requirement, and then what is exactly price that we are going to work for the software that we will be approaching, and then we will come to know about the price, and these companies will submit their quotation. Every company will submit its quotation to Tata Motors, and then Tata Motors will decide to whom to give the project. Now, when I'm talking about TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant, actually SAP, right now as we are discussing as SAP is one of the departments of this company, that we agree. But then why actually SAP cannot take the project? Can anyone tell me? Actually, SAP is a software company. We agree that, okay, these are the software companies which are there in market, and they are providing us with the different services. But if they have the different departments, but SAP is also one of the company which is called as product company, then why SAP itself cannot take the project of Tata Motors? Why we need TCS, Infosys in between?
Is it because they're selling business to business and they need a service or an implementation party?
Okay, correct. So actually what SAP will do is, 1 minute. Is correct. That core area is to develop the product. Very correctly said. Right, Jagat and Ms. I don't know, sorry the name, but very correctly said. When we talk about a particular company, the main role of product company is to develop their product. Correct? So they have to always look into product in such a way that they are approaching to us and they are trying to tell us about the particular development that is or the current setup. Like as we said that SAP come up with the few years ago, SAP came up with their own database. Why? Because the old database was not actually allowing SAP to use the cloud technology, because it was not at all being possible to use cloud in Oracle as a SAP system. Oracle as a company or Oracle as their own product, might be it is possible. But SAP as a front end and Oracle as a database, this combination was not allowing SAP to use the cloud technology. So instead of depending upon other software or other database, SAP has introduced its own database. So the main role of SAP as a company is what? To develop their product. Why specifically I have mentioned the name it as, or I have given the name of product company? The main role of product company is always to develop their current product, whatever they are working in. Why they need to do the development of their current product is, whenever we are talking about any particular company, they have to have updated versions, or they need to require to develop their product as per the current market requirement. Let's say we are talking about the mobiles. We have Android system that we are using nowadays in our mobile. But if you see, Android is coming up daily with some of the other activity or other, kind of advanced technologies. So whenever we are trying to purchase a mobile, let's say today, and after 1 month, you will find that there is some difference. Some other advanced technology is available if I'm trying to purchase the mobile after 1 month. So they have to develop their current setup. Otherwise, they will not be able to sustain in a market, right? When people will try to buy your product, whenever people feel that, yeah, we are going to get something new out of this, then only they will try to purchase your product. So product companies will always need to develop their product daily. Daily means continuously they have to develop. Like AI features, correctly said. Okay, so when product companies are developing their own software, and whatever product they are developing, there are few things that somewhere their product fails, or for some companies it is not working, or some additional code need to be added. So people who are working in SAP as a company, they are majorly busy to develop the SAP as a software. So if SAP tries to take the project for Tata Motor or any other company in the world, then they will not be able to focus on the development of their product. So what do all these product companies do? When I mentioned that software companies like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant, they don't have their own product. Okay. They don't have their own product means what? They don't have a particular setup that they own. Like Java is not only there with TCS. SAP or VB is not there only with Infosys. All these companies, they are working for all these particular softwares. So what do we do? Actually, SAP as a company, when they are busy in developing their own software. So what do? They have a tie-up with all these IT companies. They have a contract. They have proper partnership contract. So they allow, SAP allow TCS, Infosys, IBM and Cognizant as their authorized partner. So these companies have authorized, we can say, deal between them or contract between them, that these companies can take project on behalf of SAP. So then SAP can focus more on a product development, and it will also allow these software companies to take the project and then to work on it. Okay? Got it?
Yeah. Yes.
Fine. So then what will happen? Now these companies, when we talk about the software companies, they will be actually taking the project for you. They will actually be working for that particular software to develop, and then product companies can focus on their own software. So now what will happen? SAP is a product company. TCS is a software. TCS, Infosys, IBM, these are software company, and Tata Motor is a client. So if we take this one, let us summarize it here. Client company means who wish to go with new software. So client company is Tata Motors. These are software companies, and this is product company. Now I am specifically trying to tell about SAP is because we are trying to learn about SAP. That's why. So now what will happen? Now we are clear with the term. Tata Motors is a client company. For this software company, we call this as client, right? So this is client company, this is software company, and this is product company. So now what will happen? Tata Motors they have fixed that now we wish to go for SAP as a software, and now Tata Motors will be trying to approach these software companies. They will try to go ahead with these particular three or four, whatever. And then many companies are there, but we are just taking example with these 3-4 companies. So these software company, Tata Motors will approach. They will ask for the quotation. So these companies will quote their prices for the project, like what exactly we are going to offer you as a price for the project and all. And then SAP has authorized these companies as the authorized partner, so they can take the project on behalf of SAP. And then out of the quotations that have been submitted by these IT companies, so let us say they have some price differences in between them. So Tata Motors had chosen TCS as their implementing partner. Now, is it that only happened that, okay, TCS has offered less price, so TCS is going to get project? Is it the case every time? No, it's not at all like that. It only does not depend on the pricing. What are other facilities that you are going to offer? What the way in which you are going to offer different parameters need to be considered. Then whatever you are offering as a company, TCS as a company, we will be actually Tata Motors will be approaching us Then Tata Motors will check what TCS is offering. Might be IBM quotation wise price of IBM is lesser, but the facilities wise they are feeling that yes, TCS is giving us more benefits, and we have to pay little bit more price, but we are going to get also the good things, or good reporting or any other parameter, whatever they feel suitable as. So now it is depending upon requirement of a client company, they will select the implementing partner, right? So let's say out of these 4 quotations, Tata Motors have accepted TCS quotation. So now we can say that Tata Motors got the implementation project. Sorry, TCS got the implementation project of Tata Motors. When we say implementation project, it means what? That yes, Tata Motors were earlier using different software, and now they wish to use SAP as their software. So whatever designing or whatever need to be done, TCS SAP team, wherein you will be a part of as a consultant, for example. So then in TCS, we have SAP consultant, SAP PP consultant, FI consultant, CO consultant, HR consultant. So all of you will be working as a TCS employee. So you will be bring together as a team, okay, of a project, and then you will be handling Tata Motors as a client for TCS. So for TCS, it's a client company, right? And which is product that they're going to use is SAP. So SAP is going to remain as it is. Correct. So whenever they wish to go ahead with the project, first Tata Motor need to purchase the server from SAP, or the software setup we can say from SAP, and then TCS team can start working on it. So whenever we talk about this, the client company, software company, and product company, these are very important terms. So now we can say that yes, Tata Motors got the implementation, sorry, TCS got the implementation project of Tata Motors for SAP. So now others will not be there in picture. Once the quotation finalization has been done and everything is done, then these companies now will be out of the picture for this particular project. Might be next project they will get, no problem. But for this project of Tata Motors, now TCS has been finalized. Got it? I mean, have you understood what exactly we talk about whenever we talk about SAP or as a project of implementation? Then what exactly happen? These are kind of, pre-sales activity, we can say. Before actually working on a project, these are the activities which are actually happening to get the project. And then your team, or as a consultant, once you get the project in a company and your team is selected and you are the part of that team for implementation project, then your work start. But these are the activities which are happening before getting any project of SAP. So I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Is there any query regarding this particular setup? Yes, Jagat?
Hi. Follow-up question. So this was an example for implementation project, right? Can you give us a walkthrough for a conversion project, maybe for SAP to Oracle?
Sorry, I didn't get. SAP to Oracle, what example you want?
Like for the conversion projects or migration projects?
Migration is not Oracle. Migration is that you are using SAP itself as a project.
Mhm.
1 minute, let me tell you. See, sorry. 1 minute. When file is not. Oh. Can you able to see my Excel file?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when we talk about a migration project, migration is not from Oracle to SAP. That is implementation. I mean, your client earlier, that is Tata Motors, let's say they were using any system before SAP, that is non-SAP system. Non-SAP is called as anything, that is any software out of these they were using, let's say for example Oracle, PeopleSoft or any other ERP, even though it is ERP they were using, and now they wish to switch to SAP as a project. That project is called as implementation project. Got it? So wherein your client is using non-SAP or that is called as um, any product or any other system than SAP they were using, and now they wish to switch to SAP. Got it? That project is called as implementation project. And the migration is what? Tata Motors is the company who is using SAP. Actually, in reality, Tata Motors is the company who is using SAP since 1999, we can say. So they are very old in SAP. It's not that they are new to SAP. But earlier, when they have taken SAP in the year 99 or 2000, they have taken the latest, whatever new version was available. So they were working in SAP since 25 years, but now they wish to switch to S4 HANA, right? So SAP is the base system in the company since last 20-25 years, and now they are trying to adopt a new version of the same system SAP. That project is called as migration project. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Is there any other query from anyone? No. Okay. I will give you 2 minutes. Let me know if you have any query regarding this or any other part. When we talk about the any project, I mean any company who was not using SAP and they are doing implementation project, then whatever old software, like they are using Java or they are using PeopleSoft or Oracle or any other software earlier than SAP, they are using such type of system is called as legacy. So when we talk about the one, they are moving from legacy to SAP, that is implementation project. So you can use word legacy. Legacy means any other software than SAP, and down they are wishing to switch to SAP. Okay. Legacy system. Legacy system. Any software.
A follow-up for SAP.
Switching to SAP. Yes, sorry.
Yes, I have one follow-up question for the SAP platform. Does SAP have its own language? Like,
No, no. SAP
to
does
work?
not have its own language. SAP is actually having ABAP, ABAP. ABAP, SAP ABAP is the module in which you can do programming. But it is not actually related to any language, or even this ABAP is not a language. It is a programming code of SAP, which SAP is consultants are using to develop. Okay. This is not language. Yeah. This is full form of ABAP, right? So ABAP is the programming tool or module that is getting used. Fine.
And then, yes, and then does Oracle have such programming similar to ABAP?
Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle have technical module, but I don't have much idea about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other query, anyone? Okay, I hope not. So let me check through message. Nothing. Okay, good. So we are going to stop here today. This is why I have given you this background. So when we talk about a server, it's not that we are directly purchasing server from a company. Before purchasing server from SAP, these are the activities which are happening, kind of pre-sales activity, we can say. So once you understand this, then you will come to know what I'm talking about as a SAP server and all. So we will stop here today, and tomorrow we are going to cover SAP landscape architecture. So now you will have little bit background what exactly SAP project or how we get it. Then it becomes easy. Now when we talk about SAP server, now you will understand. Okay, means what? Now we are approaching to SAP as a product, and my company was using different software. Okay.
Ma'am, one question. When we will get the SAP server access, like for our practice?
You will be getting, actually still we are covering the particular we are in process of that particular setup that we are going to need, and we are trying to cover first theoretical part, right? So we are in process, already have been it needs some kind of setup to be done. So we are already doing the setup related to those servers. It is already in progress. Okay, so once it is ready and once we are almost completing the theoretical part, we will be giving it to you.
And then you will like give the training on that part.
Yeah. When I will actually see, currently I'm not teaching you SAP. I mean, exactly this step of SAP, right? So when we actually start with actual work on SAP server, I'm going to use same server that access that we are going to provide you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Okay, so we will stop here today. Okay, and we'll continue tomorrow. From tomorrow, the session will be starting at 7:15. Okay, so please join by 7:15. Fine. Thank you all. Let me know if you have any other queries tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Same to you. Have a nice day.